to a separate unit. Tank. Whoops. Put them in the wrong unit. There we go. And then I'm going to split you in half, I think. So we're going to have some of you coming in as reserves, and some of you not. So let's get a field marshal. So we have these two choices. We have got Terauchi or Hutter. Terauchi's better at defending, Hutter's better at planning, but Hutter's better at logistics. I feel like logistics are going to be a bigger problem going across Siberia. Then I think we'll have a second... Oh, whoops. Damn it. Try that again. Hutter's that guy. No. This is going to be my defensive commander, which makes sense, because he's going to be defensive. So, there's my other defensive one. You join them. You join them. This is my attacking unit, so we want someone really aggressive, high attack, good with tanks. Cavalry officer. That just gives cavalry more experience, which is a bit eh. Samurai lineage. Man hails from proud lineage of samurai and remains true to old traditions and loyalties. Okay. Doesn't look like we have any tank commanders. We have a lot of infantry commanders. Yes, I do have a YouTube channel. It is right there. And no, this isn't multiplayer, this is single player. Alright, so Yamashita is good at attacking and planning. Cheaper promotion, though he does get experience slightly slower. He's got recon and he's got engineer. So I think you're going to be the main attacking person. Tanaka's not bad either. Actually, Yamashita's a defensive general. So you know what? Yamashita should probably be in charge of this crew or this crew. So you guys are the attackers, so we're going to make you red. I'm going to make you a very, very light red. Then I'm going to make the tanks actual solid red. Then after this I'll start naming people. Oops. Tanks. Actual hard red. And then the elites can be purple. And the backup can be yellow. Then the defensive unit is going to be orange with orange. Japanese tank commander is a good joke. I had to check. Remember, search can find traits. Oh, really? So who's tank? You're tank. Nope, you're right. Okay, so who's my best attacker? It's still between you two. You're my best defender, so I think that you're going to be in charge of this crew. So, Tanaka... No, sorry. Yamashita is going to be that commander, which means that Tanaka is going to be this commander. Although we kind of want a planning person. You're a trickster. Recon with trickster is good because it means that you get better attack plans. And then my backup is basically just going to need to be a logistics person. Chance to get wounded, planning speed up. Max entrenchment because you're defensive. Our supply could be good. Trying to see if there's any like defensive doctrine people. We want to sort this by defensive stuff. Reckless and inflexible strategist. +1 defense, +1 logistics. You know what? That sounds decent. We'll put you in charge of them. What level are you? Just want to make sure I haven't chosen complete idiot. You're a level 3. That's fine. And then the garrison commander. Yeah, any of these. Not you, because I probably do want Fortress Buster. Cautious, politically connected. Sounds reasonable. You don't do much planning either. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so you guys are on guard duty in Japan. Need to make sure I have the whole of Japan selected. I do. And that's what you need. You need 19 men to do this optimally. That can be arranged. I can give you 19. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. You have 19 men to do the garrisoning. Then your job, I think... Actually, I'm going to give you... Orange. You're going to be garrisoning Korea. And the coastline here. And then as we push forwards, you're basically holding the rear. I'll add more troops as we go. Actually, I might add you to the defensive commander in that case. Which is which? Your Korea. So defensive commander Korea is going to be... T-Dogs! Red Soviet, thank you very much for the follows. I appreciate that. Hammerlord. That's going to be your command. And this lot is going to be King Cole, which is going to be Japan. Alright. The army groups need names. It's not going to be Lars, man, because you've already got a battleship named after you. Archdemon. It's going to be the commander of the defensive forces. Oxamis is going to be the commander of the offensive forces. My tanks, most prestigious name in this force, is going to be Aristide. And then the infantry is going to be Horned Panda. I just realised I've been ticking off the wrong thing. I totally have, damn it. Bugger, bugger, bugger. That'll teach me not to write in proper notations. This is Hoi for Jap. Okay, good. Eager to watch this, as I think the early war Soviets were very beatable by Japan. That's what I'm hoping for. I think as long as the USSR doesn't put troops on, he can put in a unit or two. What, attacking from up here? Yeah, I'm thinking seriously about that. Also, did Japan... Yeah, you are fortifying that. Good. We should set up the lines. And yeah, I could totally get my tank divisions and position you up there and then go from behind for Vladivostok, as long as we seize this port to supply you. Or we could do that with the motorized and a tank. So you're going to spearhead. Haha, you can't spearhead. You're going to spearhead up there. This is where I really wish I could drag these guys around a bit so I could remember, hey, those two are assigned to that crew. Then you lot are going to assist the assault on Vladivostok. In fact, no, you're just going to cut them off. You're going to go there. You're going to drive up to there along the river. Okay, that's all of you assigned. And the purples, you're essentially going to be responsible for the entire front line. Oh, great. Mongolia is a Soviet puppet, isn't it? You're going to be responsible for all of this. Good luck with that. And your objective is going to be a cautious advance along to there. Not attacking from the most ridiculous spot, attack from a more reasonable one. There we go. Time to get into position, guys. Construction's done, so we'll be building stuff more fast. Still 36. This feels like a very long-winded 36. I don't have better fighters, so need to decide between fighters and heavy fighters. Considering the regions involved, I think we're going to go for heavy fighters. Do I want to do that now, though? No, I want field hospitals. Challenge the Libustus. Done. So we could get the National Mobilization Law, which is going to war economies straight away. New legislation will make the military service more ubiquitous, thereby instilling in the people a sense of duty, as well as making the necessity of war clear to them. So we're going to do that. We have war factories, for which we're going to get more infantry equipment, because I want to start expanding my puppet units to regular units, or training more regular units. Don't forget logistics. Yeah, I know. And how's the building going? We're still working on the synthetic refineries. You can build more... Of course, they changed the way that works. I didn't even think of that. So there's no limit to the number of synthetic refineries you can build in a province anymore, because this just boosts the amount of resources each refinery produces. It doesn't require more refineries. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to be needing a lot anyway, because I'll be using a lot of oil and a lot of rubber. So this is fine. And then I think the next thing I want to do is grab all of my air forces and just junk you. Like so. Leaving the carriers. And then let's build some air wings. We're going to need an air wing, or air bases out here. Oh man, there's going to be a lot of building in preparation for this. Alright, so first of all, fighters. We'll have fighters at 100 planes per. And then close air support at 50 each. Until we run out, essentially. Japan starts with a lot more aircraft than I realised. Go with 3 of those. And interwar bomber, we'll go with 1 of those. Alright, so all of you... No, not all of you. You are going to be assigned to him. And you're going to be doing that and that. You and you are assigned to him. That and that. You... Ultimately, I'd like you to be bombing stuff, but I kind of suspect you're just going to be out of range. I'd like you to be bombing, like, the infrastructure behind the Russian lines. Ooh, that could be quite powerful, actually. Just bomb their infrastructure so they can't bring in supplies and they just die of attrition. Admittedly, that will make my own advance more difficult, but that could actually pay off. I think we'll just leave you unassigned for the moment. As our people move in, they get assigned to air bases. So yeah, I think we are going to want an air base, like, up here. We'll do it after all of this. Democratic Japan? No, this is Traditionalist Japan. We went with the Emperor. As in non-aligned. Or as it would be in Kaiserreich, probably... Well, what's it called? Paternal autocrat. Alright, so we have a modified government. War industrialist would be quite nice. Silent workhorse. Apparently this takes only 2 years to pay off itself. So I'm very tempted to go for a silent workhorse. We're going to get war economy, so I don't need to worry about that. My trade laws I'm actually pretty happy with right now. Although we could theoretically go to free trade or export focus. We would have less resources though. No, we don't. We don't really have the resources available to do that, as much as I would like it to be. I'm going to go Silent Workhorse. It's going to allow me to do more things in the long run. More decisions and things as well. And I haven't really had a chance to play with the decision system because I always felt I didn't have enough political power. Although, that being said, I am playing on Elite, so I'm going to have less anyway. So this is just offsetting some of the Elite difficulty penalty. Which actually is probably going to be quite valuable. Dockyards. Ah, right. I just hadn't set you up for the previous. So we just finished building the new battleship. There is tea. I've been sitting here drinking it, like, constantly. It's even still quite hot. National Mobilization Law has been finished, which means that's an upgrade. Ooh, research slot! That sounds ridiculous. We're going to go for the research slot. So not having to worry about going after China, we're actually getting a bit of time to build up, which is pretty nice. Right, when do the new modern tanks become available? It's 39. So we might well need to build some light tank divisions before we go for the heavies. Not necessarily a bad thing, because if we can blitz through the Soviet line, and there's going to be gaps, because this is going to be a very long line, then we can just bulldoze through and get a lot of surrounds with the light tanks. When I finish the war, make the former Soviet Union some horrible border gore. I'm hoping to take as much of it as I can. Although I'm suspecting that Germany and Italy are going to take some. Can I bomb a line to make a gap in their infrastructure? Probably. Gotcha, you little... Got him! Except I really feel like I need to go and clean my hands now. I'll be right back. Okay, Germany proposes that we sign a pact to address the Comintern's goal of spreading communism worldwide through the use of subversion and violence. By signing this pact, we agree to share intelligence on the communist threat and act in close cooperation against this menace. That sounds to me like a great idea. We're going to do that. Puppet a Romanov like he did in the Manchus. Yeah, it's going to be a bit big. Do I have player-led peace conferences? No, I don't actually. Wasn't sure if it's been updated or not. Alright, cool. So we should also be building up some pretty nice combat ability and also acclimatization. End of Spanish Civil War. That was quick. Nationalist won though, which is good. It means more fascist support. Okay, so more and more of the oil supply is being finished. How is that looking for my supply? We're actually neutral on oil. We're producing as much as we use. Oh no, I am importing. Oh, no I'm not. Okay. It's the only thing I'm importing. Fine. What does acclimatization do? That's actually a good question. It means that you have increased reorganization gain. Okay, so you're just reducing the penalties from being in bad weather. So we reorganize faster, we have much less winter attrition, we entrench faster, we attack better, and we're quicker. So it basically just offsets the bad weather penalties that you can suffer. National research policy is done. Mobile warfare is done. Ah, that was our new research slot. So yes, we're going to go and deploy, which is another 15 organization, which is actually going to be really important. And it is January 39, so construction. 37, sorry, not 39. And we do need a new focus. I think I want to go with the Imperial Arsenals, and then after that we'll work down this line. Although getting the Manchurian project going would also be good, so they can get some more factories and things of their own. I mean, this is going to use up more resources, which I don't really want to buy stuff for. And we already have some critical shortages, especially in steel. Minus 25% dockyard output, though, is going to be harsh. Oh, there's the bicycle battalions. I was wondering where those were. I mean, getting the infrastructure up would be quite important. I think... need to either get concentrated or dispersed. Yeah, I know. I still have a lot of slots open, which is why I haven't bothered with it too much yet. You should give Manchukuo to Manchukuo. I'm not going up to China, so no. Oh, wait, they're a puppet. They're a puppet. Can I give them away? No, I'll keep them. So are these guys also non-aligned? Are they? No, they stayed fascist. Okay. Does that make them less loyal or something? They're both actually very close to just outright annexation. Interesting. Mechanical computing is done. Reinforce rate? Not sure we'll need it just yet. Now we'll get those. You can offset the treaty penalty with minister traits, can you? How? Because these don't increase production speed. Unless you go for the coastal defense one, but that reduces their strength, which I'm very reluctant to do. I would rather have good ships than cheap ships. More decisions are available. We can still test the Soviets, and in fact we are in a position to do that now. If you get it right, it's offset by the Kota Naval Arsenal. Nope, that's max range. The only one that reduces production cost is the Sasebo Naval Arsenal. But that one also reduces your armor by 20%, your firepower by 20%, your max range by 50%. Which means you're basically going to be limited to the coastline around Japan. I think I am going to test the Soviets. I think this is a decent time to do it. Imperial Arsenals. Completed. Good, which means that I can build some more stuff. I think I'm happy with the amount of guns I'm making right now. I might actually do some more motorized so I can have some more motorized divisions. So we can have the oil and rubber for it. Also, focus. National defense state means we go to total mobilization. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to do that just yet. Yeah, not worth it. I think we're going to join the London Naval Treaty. We must protect our flanks if we are to take the bear. If signing a peace with paper regulating our naval build-up brings us peace, then so be it. Do I have to, though? I don't have to. I could just start building up the Manchurian army and the Manchurian Air Force. Because the only one here that I'm really worried about is the United States, and I have no intention of, well... which one is it? That one would cause me to join the Axis. Oh, it does require both, you're right. Yeah, preemptive is my goal. Right. Fine. Bloody imperialists. Protect the border, it's in Korea. What's in Korea? Oh. That bit. Oh, I can control... Wait. Is that just a guy that you've given me random... That is totally just a guy you've given me randomly. Okay. Start your training, but we'll sit you there on the border. Field hospital, done. Good. And we have the 1936 light tank, so we should probably start building some of those. Let's also increase our synthetic output. Could always just leave the Axis afterwards. Yeah, true. That is a thing now. Didn't used to be, but it is now. Here we go. We can window of opportunity. If we want to use the incident on the Soviet border of Korea, we must strike quickly. It appears the Soviets are not backing down from the conflict at this point. We must either escalate to an armed confrontation or back down ourselves. We must have at least one division in North Korea against the border of Vladivostok. Dude, stop moving. Oi. There we go. If I start a war with the Soviets, will that keep them from having the purges? I don't think so. No. They're about to do it.